Today, it's an update on my intermittent fasting journey and 5 mistakes that I have made along the way. Hey everybody, it's Carmen and welcome back to my channel. Today, it's an update on my intermittent fasting journey. As many of you know, I have been intermittent fasting since October 2018. Before I started intermittent fasting, I weighed 134 pounds, which is too much for my frame. I'm 4 feet 11 inches tall. So I was already pushing it at 134. I was already diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic. As an aging woman going through menopause, I had many hormonal issues happening that included hot flashes, inability to sleep at night, and irritability, just to name a few. I was approaching my 60th birthday and I wanted to be in the best health that I could be at for a 60-year-old. I was not happy and I was just not healthy at the weight and the physical health that I was in. I worked out every day really hard, but never really saw any result from the hard work. I tried to watch what I would eat, but you know, I love sweets and I love carbs. So in October 2018, I found Diane Parnham, Intermittent Fasting for the Aging Woman, and did a little bit of research on just intermittent fasting in general, and I signed up and took her online course. It was the best thing I could have done. It was a quick 3-week course. You're also in a Facebook group, which there is a community of women all going through what you're going through, so that support network was very helpful for me. I've been intermittent fasting since 2018. My weight has gone down from 134 pounds to I'm about 107 pounds now. And the range for a woman of my height should be between 94 pounds to 120 pounds. So I'm well within the range. My measurements have greatly reduced. I went from a size 33 waist to a 29 waist. Actually, I think I'm more like a 28 waist now. The waist to hip measurement determines whether you are at high risk for cardiovascular disease. Intermittent fasting has taken me from a moderate risk to a low risk. My waist to height ratio also is a determinant whether I'm at a healthy weight. And I went from an unhealthy weight ratio to now a healthy weight ratio. So let me share just a little bit about numbers. For me, it was the A1C level. That's a test that measures or indicates diabetes. When I started, my A1C was 7.4. Now I have an A1C of 5.7, and it's my goal to get that down even further. I also have high cholesterol. I am working towards bringing that number down, and I've been doing it, and it has been going down consistently. I've been doing it without taking a statin. My doctor's not too crazy about that it's not going down fast enough, but it's going down. I will have control of that one also. Let me share with you 5 mistakes that I have made during my journey. The first mistake was not drinking enough water. I went from drinking barely 8 ounces of water a day to 66 ounces of water during my initial start of intermittent fasting. What happens there is when I experienced a life stressor, as I did in December of this past year, we moved, I lost a dog, my house was in a complete upside down because we were remodeling. I was not drinking enough water and I suffered tremendous leg cramps as a result. I have since increased my water intake to about 88 ounces. It's what I try to shoot for. Sometimes I get 100 ounces of water a day. I started taking multivitamins. That was something that I wasn't doing at all. So I added multivitamins and supplements into my daily routine. And now I also take wonderful Epsom salt baths during the week. That helps me with relaxation. It helps me after a great workout. It helps me to relax in the evening and sleep well. The second mistake I made during this journey was thinking that I could eat whatever I want during my feasting window. I quickly found out that I did not feel well that day or the next day. There were feelings of bloating, headache, just all around general feeling sick. I have since learned that I need to ease into my feasting windows. I try to break them with a protein shake. One of my other favorites is enjoying an avocado toast, and later on enjoying a meal that has moderate protein, a lot of vegetables, and good fat. I love my sugary treats, but I have found keto recipes with low-carb cookies or cupcakes or muffins right here on YouTube, and that tends to calm my sweet tooth. And the third mistake I make during this journey is telling people who don't understand intermittent fasting how long you're fasting. So how long are you fasting for? What? Yeah, don't tell people how long you're fasting. That's a question that I get a lot. Don't tell people how long you're fasting. More often than not, they don't understand intermittent fasting. They don't understand the principles. They don't understand the science behind it. Instead, you're going to hear people telling you that you have an eating disorder or that you are starving yourself. Save yourself that grief. How long people intermittent fast will be different for everybody. So please, if this is something that you are interested in, do your research. And I always say, you start off slow. I started off at 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of feasting. And you can do it if you balance your day and time it just right. You're sleeping most of the time you're fasting. The fourth mistake I made was not understanding the science behind it and thinking that I could do it alone. Before I signed up with Diane Parnham in October of 2018, I tried intermittent fasting on my own and failed miserably. I just thought, I won't eat and then I'll eat. I didn't understand some of the science behind it. I had no support network. It wasn't until I actually took the course that I started seeing results. It is important to have a support network around you. It's important that your family understands what it is that you're doing, because it's pretty hard fixing dinner when you're fasting. My husband was very supportive and would wait until I was ready to break a fast, and he would also then have his dinner. The fifth mistake that I made was not starting the lifestyle sooner. I feel better than I have felt in years. My menopause symptoms are greatly diminished. I look better in my clothes. Sewing and intermittent fasting go together. So just to recap, my mistakes were not drinking enough water, thinking that I could eat whatever I want during my feasting window, telling people who don't understand intermittent fasting how long I was fasting, thinking I can do this all by myself. And the fifth mistake I made was not starting this lifestyle sooner. I posted information in the description box below. Do your research and see if intermittent fasting is right for you. Talk to you soon.